Hey y'all, and welcome to my kitchen. I was born and raised in the South, in the city, and now I live in the Midwest, on a farm, and I love it. Other things I love are Jesus, my family, and everything food. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. You guys ready for a salty bite? You're gonna love this. It's chicken tetrazzini, and it's amazing. It's basically 3 ingredients: chicken, pasta, and sauce. What more could you ask for? Let me show you what we'll need. You'll need 2 chicken breasts, a 16-ounce package of pasta, a quart of heavy cream, 2 sticks of salted butter, salt, pepper, onion salt, and flour. Okay, we're gonna make chicken tetrazzini. It sounds fancy because of the name, but it is so easy and it's so fun to say, hey, we're having chicken tetrazzini tonight. The first thing you're gonna do is make your pasta. Pick any kind of pasta, 16 ounces. I happen to have this in my pantry, so win for me. Don't forget to put your EVOO in your pasta water. Woo! One thing I love about this dish is it's mostly pasta and sauce. So this is all you use of your chicken. So it's even economical. Whenever I do something economical, I always tell Rick I'm so proud of myself. And he is a farmer, but he is also a CPA. He passed all 4 parts of his exam the first time. That's unheard of nowadays, just saying. And he doesn't know I'm sharing that until afterwards. We watch these together after they're published. He laughs so hard. It's the most fun thing ever. So, back to the recipe. Woo woo! These are stuck to here. It would be terrible if they slid off. While our pasta is boiling and our chicken is cooking, we're going to make our sauce. This is such a great sauce, and I love starting sauces this way with butter and flour. I make a roux. I'll show you what that is. So how you make a roux is you start with butter, and I just use a stick of butter and about 1/4 cup of flour, and I put it in my pan and I whisk it up, and I turn on the heat and I whisk while it's heating. This is my favorite way to make gravies, sauces. You always just start with butter and flour, and it's great. It ends up great. Looks like my pasta's over there boiling, about to boil over. See, I'm whisking it together the whole time while the butter melts. This is how you don't have lumps in your gravy, is if you whisk all of that butter and flour together. See? Woo, nice. Now I'm gonna add my heavy cream. And obviously the temperature is gonna drop, but it's looking gorgeous. I love gravy. Do y'all love gravy? I even have a friend who has a recipe for chocolate gravy. I know it kind of sounds odd, but it's more like a mixture between fudge sauce and gravy, but like all the chocolate, all the butter. Anyway, it's fantastic. I have the recipe, but that's another show. I'm giving it a chance to warm up a little bit. While your heavy cream is heating up, just add salt and pepper and a hint of onion powder or onion salt. I don't even tell people I put that in there because some people are like, what? But oh, it is so good, and it just makes it just a hint. So I'm gonna do that. This gravy is looking so good. Do you see the bubbling and steaming? Okay, we better do the fan. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. I'm switching over to my wooden spoon. This gravy is the perfect consistency. It's just, look at it. Oh, it's nice and thick. I made this one time for one of my daughter's friends who came over, and she said, I love this. I especially love this dough on the top. She was being totally serious. She was not teasing, and she wasn't being mean, but I had put way too much flour in there, and so the sauce was like putty, yummy putty. The yummiest Play-Doh you've ever eaten. True story. Gonna turn off the heat and add a little salt and pepper. So much fun to add grinders of salt and pepper. Ooh. I'm gonna take this off the heat, save it for when we need it. I'm gonna put my lid on my chicken so it'll cook faster. So this farmhouse, we are the third generation of farmers to live in this house. And when we were redoing the kitchen, my sweet mother-in-law is like, you can redo whatever you want. She was so sweet, and my father-in-law too. They're dear people. And you know, some people are attached to things, not my precious in-loves. They're not. They're like, you know what, when you move into the farmhouse, you just make it your own. So it was really sweet and so nice that we didn't have to stress over that. But anyway, when we were redoing this kitchen, I had thought about doing one of those little spouts that would like be like right here, and you know, it would fold open and then you could turn it on and fill your pots and things. And my husband and I were having this discussion over whether or not we should do it, and I just thought it would be the perfect thing. But then that same day I left the bathtub running. Like, it almost overflowed so badly. It was, and I thought, oh, thank you, Lord, for reminding me that I would probably leave it running. So that's why you have a blank space back there. God just takes care of us. Things work out. Thank you, Jesus. Since we're still waiting on the chicken to cook, let's dance. Y'all, our pasta is ready. So we're gonna drain it, and then we're gonna put it in the bottom of a 9x13 pan. Now I'm gonna put a stick of butter in this and let it sit and let the butter melt. My daughter sees me putting the stick of butter in. Now we're gonna put our pasta with the butter in it in our 9x13 pan. Oh, perfect. Even with the EVOO, some pastas still stick to your pan. No worries. We're going to put on our chicken next, but since the chicken's not ready to be put on yet, I'm gonna cover this with plastic wrap to keep in all that moisture. Do y'all have a favorite plastic wrap? Mine is Press and Seal. I love this stuff. And growing up, Glad, you did not want to buy Glad at all because Glad did not stick, but Glad made a comeback and they came out with Press and Seal. It was like, oh wow, I'm buying nothing else. Anyway, redemption story for Glad. Good for them. We're gonna keep in all this moisture. So your chicken is cooked. Whenever I say that, I think it's like a line from an old Western. Your chicken is cooked. Y'all ever watch Westerns? It's time to tear it into those little small pieces and lay it on top of your pasta. My sweet dog Cupcake is gonna get all the fat from this, which there really wasn't much fat on there, but Cupcake is very dear. Don't forget to tear your chicken into little tiny pieces. I have heard from many of you on better ways to tear your chicken into little tiny pieces. I have heard use a blender. I have heard the Cuisinart. I have heard different tools, and I am always open to suggestions. Remember, there is wisdom in many counselors. While I'm tearing this chicken and thinking of chicken, okay, our two free-range chickens, they go around and they lay eggs somewhere. And we had not found eggs for a few days. And so this morning I went out there and I found the hidden stash of like 6 eggs. I was like, oh, I was so glad to have found the eggs. Those chickens still crack me up every day. They're the best. And they act so aloof. Like I walked up there and I was looking for the eggs and they walked right up to me. And then I turned around to, you know, say hi, and they were like, they walked away like, oh, we don't need you. They're kind of snobby. Oh, I don't know what to do with a snobby chicken. There are not books for that. They just crack me up. My sister had who's 2 dogs, Moses and Reggie. Moses is the extrovert, the English cream golden, and then Reggie is the introvert plus he seems like royalty, and he's hilarious. He was a rescue, and he's so funny. I wouldn't say Reggie is a snobby dog, but some may. No, Reggie, we love you. I think Reggie had a birthday, like a legitimate birthday party yesterday. Hadou really celebrates those dogs. They're so sweet. We love them. We love our furry nephews. Everybody's dog is the best. I want to make sure every piece of chicken is completely shredded to perfection because I'm taking this to someone. Y'all know how that is when you make it for yourself. You just, you do it and it's great, and you do everything as for the Lord and not for man, Colossians. But when you're making it for somebody else, you just make sure all those T's are crossed and I's are dotted. The only thing about this is that now I'm realizing I'm taking it to someone and I have it in this glass pan. Whenever you bring food, like to a new mama, the best thing is to put it in disposable containers. Help them out. I also like to bring a stack of paper plates, paper cups, napkins. Throw those things away. Ain't nobody got time to do dishes. I used to not like doing dishes, but then I had rotator cuff surgery a couple of years ago, and then I was so grateful when I could do my dishes. Isn't that amazing? Perspective. So then just put the chicken over the top. Can you believe this is only 2 pieces? Look at that. I found a chunk hidden, so that's gonna get shredded. Do you see how I left some space on the edge? It just makes it pretty. You can kind of see your pasta. Now you're gonna give this chicken a good little shake of salt and pepper. Perfect. Okay, now you're ready to add the sauce over the top. This heavy cream sauce is so good. Again, you can eat it with a spoon. Just so perfect. Now I'm gonna put aluminum foil over it. I'm trying to use the last bit of my aluminum foil before going to the next one, and I think I can do it. So I've covered this and it's ready to go into the 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Everything's already cooked. It's just gonna make it better in the oven. Y'all, this is still sizzling. It smells wonderful. Thanks for being with me today. It was so much fun. This is so easy and I can't wait for you to make this. Fancy name, super easy, super yummy. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to thank Jesus and enjoy. See you next time.